Hi there, welcome to Easy English with Alicia. And today we are learning about the weather. Let's go over some weather vocabulary words and how to ask about the weather. This is a perfect class for beginners and for those that maybe need to review weather topics. So let's get started. Sunny, sunny, sunny. Can you say sunny? Sunny. It's rainy, rainy, rainy. Can you say rainy? Rainy. Very good. Next word. Snowy, snowy, snowy. Can you say snowy? Very good. Snowy. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. Can you say cloudy? Yes, cloudy. Partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy. Can you say partly cloudy? Very good, partly cloudy. Hot, hot, hot. Can you say hot? Hot. Very good. Cold, cold, cold. Can you say cold? Very good. Cold. Windy, windy, windy. Can you say windy? Windy. Very good. Now let's look at the seasons. Summer, summer, summer. Can you say summer? Summer, summer. Good job. Fall, fall, fall. Can you say fall? Very good. We can also say autumn. Autumn and fall mean the same thing. Autumn, autumn, autumn. Can you say autumn? Very good, autumn. Winter, winter, winter. Can you say winter? Great job, winter. And then we have spring, spring, spring. Can you say spring? Very good. Let's review all our vocabulary words. Sunny, sunny, rainy, rainy, cloudy, cloudy, windy, windy, partly cloudy, snowy, snowy, hot, hot, cold, cold, summer, summer, fall or autumn, fall, autumn, winter, winter, and spring. Spring. Very good. Let's put these words into sentences. Let's practice. How can we ask about the weather? What can we say? Question. What's the weather like? 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 Answer. The weather is sunny. The weather is rainy. What's the weather like? Is one question. We can also say, how's the weather? How's the weather? How's the weather? How's the weather? You try. Very good. We can also say, what's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? Or, what's the weather like tomorrow? What's the weather like tomorrow? If we look at the weather of tomorrow, that's called forecast. The weather forecast. And in the weather forecast, they will tell you the weather for today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. The weather forecast will use things like sunny, rainy, partly cloudy, and so forth. But they will also talk about something very important that we use when we talk about the weather. Degree. And depending on where you're at in the world, temperature will be said in Fahrenheit or Celsius. So it might sound something like this. The weather tomorrow is sunny with a high of 80 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 75 degrees. If you're outside of the United States, perhaps in Europe or Asia, and South and Central America, let's not forget Australia too, they are going to mention the weather in Celsius. So it might sound a little something like this. The weather tomorrow will have a high of 25 degrees Celsius and a low of 18 degrees Celsius. It is not necessary to say Fahrenheit or Celsius. Depending on where you are will determine which temperature metric they use, be Celsius or Fahrenheit. But in the United States, we use Fahrenheit. So let's do some exercises together. What's the weather? What's the weather? If you said, it's sunny, you're right. High five. Woo. It's sunny. Next one. What's the weather like? What's the weather like? If you said, it's snowy, you're right. Good job. It's snowy. Let's look at another one. What's the weather like? If you said, it's partly cloudy, congrats. You're doing a great job. It's partly cloudy. Let's do one more. How's the weather today? How's the weather today? If you said, it's rainy, you're right. Very good. It's rainy. Now, let's go ahead and read some temperature. This weather forecast, what does it say? Today's high will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's low will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You give it a try. Very good. Let's look at a forecast for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the high will be 93 degrees, and the low will be 82 degrees. You try. Very good. So here, it was not necessary, and it is not necessary to say Fahrenheit or Celsius. It all depends on where you're located. Remember that in the United States, we use Fahrenheit, and in the rest of the world, they use Celsius. Good job. Now, let's listen to a weather forecast and then answer some questions. Hi there, I'm Alicia, your everyday meteorologist, and today we are looking at the weather forecast for this weekend. Tonight, we'll have a high of 75 degrees and a low of 67. But tomorrow, we'll be waking up to a wonderful sunny day with highs of 93 degrees. So don't forget your sunscreen, and a low of about 87 degrees. And then for Sunday morning, it's going to be a little rainy with a high of about 78 degrees and a low of 67. So don't forget to bring a jacket. And we'll be starting off the next week with sunny blue skies. So don't worry about carrying that umbrella around because the next week is going to be sunny all week long with highs in the 90s and lows in the 80s. So I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. I hope you found this lesson easy because it's Easy English with Alicia. Please like and subscribe. Leave me your comments. Any questions or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. I'm your English teacher and I'm here to help you. So I'll see you next time.